Hello everyone, this is NHL Hawk News Sports. Hope you're enjoying your day today. In this video today, we're doing our mock draft, week number 7 before this draft lottery tomorrow at 8 p.m. June 26th, Friday. Yes, Eastern Time. Can't wait. I'm sure you can't wait either. So, let's get into it. Top 15, I have changed this up a little. We have some qualifying losers in this top 15. We got some teams that won't even make the playoffs or be in the 2014 bracket. Let's get into it. Starting with our top 15, let's get started. But before we do, let's make sure we like, subscribe, comment, share. Thank you so much for getting me to 250 subs. That special video will be out hopefully by Sunday, I promise. And 300 subs will be our new goal for a special video again. So hope you all enjoy. Let's get into the top 15. Here we go. Now we're going to start off with the New York Rangers. Now the New York Rangers, I have picking Seth Jarvis. Now, Seth Jarvis was a plus 53 this year. He was fantastic, what he's done. He gets the goals, gets the assists, he's that guy. And I think he would fit perfectly with this Rangers next couple of years. He would be great because he is a winger. I think he's a right winger. He can add to that young Rangers team. And I really feel like he would be that guy. He would be great, and I think the Rangers might look at him and be like, this guy would be really good on the wing, could play, on the top 6 role. That's our goal for him, and that would be great for him, definitely. Like a plus 53, I gotta say, it was fantastic. When I saw it, I was like, wow. They're like I opened my eyes, I was like, my goodness. Literally, number 14. Connor Zeri, he's also really good. Gets the goals, gets the assists. This guy can be good. Center for the Calgary Flames, hopefully. Calgary could use that center depth a little bit more. Kind of strengthen. They have center depth, but it could be strengthened a little bit more to get farther into the playoffs. But Zeri could be an interesting center depth piece here. And if they lose against the Jets, this might be an interesting pickup here for the Flames. I know, I think I had a couple of drafts ago, I had him picking Byfield, the Flames. It was second or third overall. I'm pretty sure they were second overall, so that was fun to do because they could use him too. Definitely, but they want to be a playoff team and get farther, you know what I mean? So you split between two things you want to do, but only could do one. Moving on to number 13, the Blue Jackets. He's just a really good defenseman. Brendan Schneider here, just solid in his own zone. People don't pick those guys up. It's hard to acquire those guys because they don't trade them. Teams don't trade them to you, So the best way to do this is by drafting. And whoever gets Brendan Schneider will be fantastic. This guy can do great stuff in his own zone, do amazing stuff. This guy will be great. And it's hard to find these guys, and if someone drafts them, I think scouts might look and say this guy might be, if he's available by our pick, we have to pick this guy. This guy can do wonders for our team, and you have to think about it and really think, like, this guy could, because what he can bring is pretty good. Moving on to number 12. Yaroslav Askarov to the Wild. Dropped my little magnet there. But Yaroslav Askarov would be great with the Wild. A guy that can be that future goaltender. I know you can talk about Kakinen being that guy for him. He's around 23, 24. But, Wild have in the back of the mind thinking, we have Yaroslav Askarov as this potential franchise goalie. Number 12, fine, we'll go pick him. This might be something that can work out really good for us, or it can crash and burn. Okay? Either or. Because goaltending, drafting goalies in the first round, top 15, top 10, really tricky. You don't want to be a failure. You don't want to be that team. Remember when they picked in the top 10 with Yaroslav Askarov and how bad it became? Yeah, you don't want to be that team. You really don't. And if you are that one of those teams in the NHL that has that happen to the U in history, it stinks. It definitely does, especially when your goaltending isn't good. So, yes, Askarov could be a great pickup, and if it works great for them, the Wild get a gem. If it doesn't, crash and burn. So I think Wild could take a chance here. He could drop to number 12. I've been putting him a little bit higher. But, Askarov could be a guy that can go to the Wild and be a great guy. Good Russian goaltender, great guy. Maybe 1-2 years down in the KHL, maybe a year in the AHL, but I think he'll be a good guy, for sure. Moving on to number 11. I also dropped Marco Rossi a little. I know it's 7 weeks of doing this, and I dropped him. Okay, a little. I dropped him down. I had him around 5, 6, 7, 8th, 9th, but never 11th. I want to move him down, get him down there a little, get him where they're, and I think the Blackhawks can see, wow, his talent, what he can do, it's fantastic, and he can be a great guy. Taves, Rossi, potentially in the future, Rossi would be a great matchup right there. Good. Good center depth. Yes, they can need help on defense, but yes, you can go for Brandon Schneider. That might be a quality move for them. Just put it out there. But they do have Adam Bachquist. They also have Ian Mitchell, so they do have options already in the prospect system. So let's go on to number 10. Jack Quinn, a guy who absolutely exploded this season. If we talk about in the beginning of the season, say, oh, by the way, Jack Quinn's going to go probably around top 10 we're talking about. And people be like, who's Jack Quinn? I don't know who Jack Quinn is. But now, oh, Jack Quinn. My goodness, he's a fantastic player. Yes, with the Ottawa 67s in the OHL, he crushed that. Oh my goodness, he was just absolutely incredible with them. He moved up the board, the rankings so fast. My goodness. And Devils might look at him, he's a right winger. We can use a winger, maybe play with Hughes, guys like that. Kind of get that and be that offensive guy, for sure. Moving on to number 9. I thought this would be a solid option, and I really feel like he might be available at number 9 if the Canadians go number 9, and that is Jake Sanderson. Jake Sanderson is a left defenseman. Whoa. That just fixed our needs right there. I'm a Habs fan. That's my favorite team. Sanderson would be great on the left side. Second best defenseman in the draft. Number 1, Drysdale. Number 2, Sanderson. This guy can be wonders for the team. And Sanderson can do that. I feel like, on that left side, you're thinking right now, in the future, I'm not going to ask Sherrod or Kulak. Okay, we have Romanov, we have Mete, we have now Sanderson. Imagine adding that. And then, that would be great. And then the other prospects, we had Norlin or Struble in the future. Adding Sanderson, that will bring some good defense to us. We could use a guy like him, and it's not like, we're only going after the best position available. It's like saying the best player available. Okay? It's like saying that's the best player available. It basically is. Go for it. Okay? And I have no problem picking him. Definitely. Okay? Number 8. My bad. Here we go, number 8. And that's Cole Perfetti. Cole Perfetti can do a great job. He can score, he can put the points, he can play make, he can get pucks to players, and if he can play on the wing, I know he's a center, but maybe he can transfer him to the wing and play with Eichel. That would be sick right there, okay? Perfetti can, if he could play with Eichel, have that offensive duo with him, getting the puck, shooting the puck, being that guy, that might be a fantastic pick. And Kevin Adams, I'm sure, is looking through all this thing. Of course, Friday's gonna be a big day for them. Do they win the draft lottery? How far down do they go? And when they find out that, they can start looking at the range of players, saying this guy, this guy, this guy. This is the guy. If he's available, we'll go for him. If not, this will be the next guy. And Perfetti, I think he might be on the list there because he's that guy that can reinsure and help out Eichel for sure for scoring. Moving on to number 7. I think the Devils look here and say, we have enough center depth. Hischier and Hughes. Yeah, third line center, but Holt's best goal scorer in the draft. You can pair him up with Hischier and Hughes. Or Hughes. One of them. He can score, he's been working on his defensive game at the last lately, so he's been an all-rounded player, but he's known for his shot. He's known as the best goal scorer in this draft. We've been talking about him ever since 2017, knowing that 2020 Lafreniere, Holtz, little Byfield, but we knew about this guy. And we knew he would be special, a dynamic winger who could be an offensive guy, kind of like Caulfield. We knew he was the best goal scorer in the draft. Holtz for 2020 is the best goal scorer in the draft. So, definitely, for sure, Holtz, it could be great for the Devils, and that would be amazing. Quinn and Holtz, 2 wingers. One can play with Jack Hughes, one can play with Hischier. Hey, what's better than that? If both of them can make the NHL and be good in the NHL, literally. Let's go on number 6. You're probably thinking, can Lundell really go that high? Yes, I put him higher through the weeks. 7 weeks I have done this. I put him higher, I put him lower. I've done that. And I brought him a little to now the Kings. Okay? And I'll tell you why. He's a center, but defensive-minded playmaker. He's a Selke Trophy future winner. Kind of like he's a Bergeron, Couturier. If those guys are injured, or Ryan O'Reilly, you can really feel the effects on your team because they really do help your team. They're not scoring like maybe Turcotte's going to do, but Lundell, he would be great. He's that guy. Imagine if Turcotte and Lundell, you got your 2 future centers right there. That is really good. I like that a lot. Definitely. Number 5. Here we go, number 5. That's Lucas Raymond. Lucas Raymond is a great winger, offensive winger. He can do a bunch of things. With the Senators, this is a great pickup. Okay, this guy can do a bunch of things. He can even play next year. If you want him to. If you don't, you want to play another year in junior, go ahead. Or you can sign him, bring him to the AHL. Whatever you want to do, play him safe. Do what you need to do with him, no problem. There's no rush next season. It really isn't with him. Take your time with him. If he can become that franchise winger, take his time with him, okay? For sure. Number 4. I think Detroit looks and say, yeah, we need offense, but having Drysdale would be nice. It really would be. Looking at what he can do, best defenseman in the draft, a guy can do this, and many things he can do. He can score as a defenseman from the blue line, he can do everything, and the Red Wings can use him on defense. For sure, they can use him on defense. I would say they could. So, Eisman might look at this and say, alright, we're going fourth, that's the worst we can do, fine. If Drysdale's available, we will for sure go for him. This guy can be great. Schneider and Drysdale, hey, I like that duo right there on defense. Nice future duo right there. Might be a future one right there, for sure. Moving on to number 3. That's Quentin Byfield. Quentin Byfield goes to the Panthers. This is a great pick here. And why do I say that? Because I know the Panthers, so this means that the Islanders move on, the Panthers lose. One of the letters here for the qualifying losers get in the top 3. It'll be number 3 overall, and the Panthers get this pick. Now, Byfield, yes, they need defense. Everyone's saying, yes, they need defense. But they can also use a second-line center in the future. Now, you're probably also saying, but they need defense still. He's defensive-minded, too. He can score, he can help on defense, he's 6'4", he has good height, he got good weight, basically, and he's that guy who can do a lot of things. So, even if you don't have a defenseman you wanted, Byfield would definitely be that guy who can help on defense at the same time. So he's tall, he's big, he can be that franchise center to play with. Barkov, 1-2 defenseman, 1-2 center heel, Barkov, Byfield. Hey, I like that. It would work perfectly. And trading away Trocheck at the deadline for a bunch of bottom 6 players and some picks didn't make sense to me. Because I'm like, you're contending for a playoff spot. So, Byfield would definitely fill in that place where Vinny Trocheck was soon. So, let's move on to number 2. And by the way, Byfield can go play next year. That's also a plus, for sure. But don't rush him, for sure. Tim Stutzler. Tim Stutzler, great skating ability. He's a German player. He can do amazing stuff. I know Bob McKenzie had him 2nd overall in his final draft rankings, having Byfield number 3. And I thought about that. I'm like, I have not put Byfield number 3. I always had him number 2. Even though I knew about the whole thing, Byfield and Stutzler, number 2, number 3, going back and forth. But I always put Byfield because I like Byfield, but by just a little. So I should have been putting him back and forth. But Stutzler going to Ottawa Senators. Watch out, Senators fans. That is going to be a great pick. That, for sure, either Byfield or Stutzler, that's a great pick, by the way. You're in great hands, Senators fans. Getting 2 top 5 picks, that's absolutely fantastic. There is nothing better you can get from that, okay? Moving on to number 1. And that's Alexis Lafreniere for the Ducks. And yes, the Ducks go get Alexis Lafreniere. Now Lafreniere can be that offensive guy on the wing, that franchise guy. And kind of, the Ducks are going into a trend of the rebuild. Just been 1-2 years now. And 2nd year since now. 1920 season's over. And looking at this, the Ducks could use a guy like this, and this would work perfectly for them. Get that franchise winger, they can use help on offense, and then if you get this guy, you might in the future trade away Rickard Rakell and get a prospect and a pick or something, because you have Lafreniere, and Lafreniere is younger, and you can bring some guys that are younger, and it can work just perfectly fine. So this might be something that works just great. Definitely Lafreniere, that offensive guy on the wing. He can just be great, that Canadian forward. And maybe lead the rebuild. You never know. I won't put the pressure on him, but he definitely will be great for the Ducks. And the Ducks get first overall on this one, and it's so nice to see that because I am a Duck fan. It's my fourth favorite team. Number 1, the Habs. Number 2, the Red Wings. Number 3, the Canucks. Number 4, the Ducks. And then Canucks Ducks, how you like that? And then the Wild, number 5. So, looking at this, Lafreniere would be great for the Ducks. They could use that offensive guy. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're at 254 now. I'm so happy. Let's try to get to 300 subs. I will get that special video out for the 250 special video coming out soon, hopefully. So, enjoy your day. It's a nice June month here, and have a nice day, and hope you all enjoy the NHL Draft Lottery tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm sure I know I'm going to enjoy it. Hopefully you do too. Right? Have a nice day. Goodbye.